In this video, we will be going over the Telesystem Blue Platform Call Management Portal for Group Administration. Enterprise admins can access the group settings by going to the Sites menu, then selecting a site. This will bring you to the Group dashboard. Group level administrators will be presented with this dashboard right at login. On the left-hand side of the page is where you'll find the navigation pane. The navigation pane can be expanded or collapsed using this button. The navigation pane contains links to all the menus available. Options in the navigation pane will change depending on what type of portal you are accessing. For example, when you log in as an enterprise admin, you will see different options than as a group admin or a user. If you access an auto attendant, call center, or hunt group, you have different options in the navigation pane. At the top of the page is the navigation path bar. Use this to click on previous tiers of the dashboard to quickly navigate back. The Show Advanced Features toggle switch can be enabled or disabled. When it is enabled, additional options may display on the portal depending on the page you are on. You can change the language settings using this button. Options include English, Spanish, Dutch, French, German, and Arabic. This button is a changelog or audit log button. It will display results about what changes were made, who made the changes, and when, based on the current menu you are accessing. This button allows you to change your own password or log out of the portal. The dashboard provides a high-level view of your group in the form of widgets. The information here includes call flow features like IVR, hunt groups, and call centers, licensing utilization, users, devices, and phone numbers. Each widget can be clicked on to jump to additional information and settings for that specific feature. The Call Flows menu is where you'll have access to your IVRs or auto attendants, call centers, and hunt groups. Clicking on each menu item will take you to the settings and features of that service. The three options for call centers or ACD are call queues, call centers, and premium call centers. Call queues are where you would find basic call centers. Call centers is where you would find your standard call centers. And premium call centers is where the call centers with the premium licenses will be found. A separate training is available to cover the auto attendant and call center configurations. Let's take a look at a hunt group configuration. When we click on hunt groups, we are presented with a list of all available hunt groups. There is also a statistics tab that provides calling statistics about each hunt group. Results for the calling statistics can be filtered using the time option at the top. And admins can choose what data is presented from the columns dropdown. Go to the Overview tab and click on a hunt group to access the settings for the hunt. Notice that the options in the left-hand navigation pane have changed. Start with the Settings menu. Here we can access the settings for the hunt, hunting mode, forwarding settings, and call waiting. Hunting mode allows admins to determine how calls are routed or ring to each member of the hunt group. Forwarding settings allow you to set a forward to destination when a call to the hunt group is not answered. In this example, the star 90 feature is being used to forward the call directly to the voicemail box of the listed number or extension. Make hunt group busy allows you to disable calls into the hunt. Callers will hear a busy tone. When no agent is reachable setting allows administrators To set a forward to destination for when no devices assigned to the members of the hunt group are registered to the switch. This setting acts as a type of disaster redirect because it typically means there is some type of outage. Click the pencil icon and add a forward to destination. Click Save to keep any changes you've made. The Recent Calls menu requires basic call logs to be assigned to the hunt group. This is not typically enabled for any accounts, and the data should be retrieved using the Statistics tab previously discussed. The Members menu is where you can manage who is assigned to the hunt group and what order in the hunt they are in. Use the Add button to add new members. Remove members with the trash can icon. Reorder members by dragging them and dropping them in the order you want them to be in based on the policy setting under Settings. If you are using a weighted call distribution, here's where you can manage the percentages for each member of the hunt. The percentages must add up to 100% to complete this. The Incoming Calls menu is where you find configuration options for any incoming calling features that may have been assigned to your hunt group, like pre-alerting announcements or call forward busy. Most hunt groups don't have additional features assigned. The Outgoing Calls menu contains the outgoing calling plan specific to this hunt group. You can manage which types of calls are permitted, but we strongly recommend not making changes here as they could affect your call flows. Media is where you can manage announcements and audio files specific to the hunt group. Most hunt groups do not require any special media, but if you are using a pre-alert announcement for your hunt, this is where you'd find it. You can upload or record new announcements using the Add button. Group announcements can also be reviewed from the Group Announcements tab. Here you can play announcements or download the file as needed. On the Details menu, you can edit the name of the hunt and update the time zone. Pickup groups allow you to create logical groups of users who can use feature access codes to answer each other's inbound calls while they are still ringing. Each user can only be a member of one pickup group at a time. Use the Add button to add users to a pickup group. Use the trash can icon to remove users from a pickup group. Feature access codes that work with these pickup groups include call pickup and directed call pickup. The call pickup code will answer the next available ringing call. The directed call pickup code requires the feature access code plus the extension you are trying to pick up. It only answers calls ringing to the specified extension. The Accounts menu provides options to access users or virtual extensions. The Users option displays a list of all users in your group. You have the ability to add users using the Add User button. This will kick off an Add User wizard. Populate the required fields to set up your new user. A bulk add option is also available. Here you can add multiple users simultaneously. A template is available to download with the header columns pre-populated. Fill in the form with user information for the users you wish to add, and then come back here to upload the list. Here, admins can take bulk actions to set up call forwarding, hide outbound caller ID, and enable Do Not Disturb for multiple users simultaneously. Just check the boxes for the users, then select the option to edit. Users' KPIs will display a table with calling statistics for each user. The results can be filtered by user, data, and call type. Virtual extensions are phone numbers that are outside of your organization's enterprise that you can assign an extension to so that your internal users can dial an extension to reach outside lines. This may be something like a vendor or delivery driver's cell phones that need to be called frequently. The contacts menu is where you can go to add contacts for outside parties, but not assign them as virtual extensions. These are typically numbers that people in your organization might reach, but less frequently. You can add a contact using the Add button. Enter the name and phone number, then click Create. The Phone Numbers menu displays all phone numbers assigned to your group. At the top, you'll see a high-level overview of how many numbers are in your group and how many are available for assignment. In the table, you'll see the numbers, and on the far right, you can see if the number is assigned to a user, call center, auto attendant, hunt group, or other service. The Licenses menu shows all licenses assigned to your group. You can see how many are allocated and how many are in use. All allocated licenses that carry a cost are charged to the customer whether or not they are in use. That includes hosted station packages, business line packages, call center licenses, auto attendant licenses, and receptionist licenses. Removing licenses from a group will reallocate them to your enterprise. You must contact Telesystem if you want to remove them completely and stop billing. The Schedules menu is where group admins can view and manage group level schedules. Once a schedule has been created, it can be applied to features and services like call centers, auto attendants, call forwarding selective, simultaneous ring. Group schedules can be used by any service or user within the group. Schedules can be created at the group, user, and service level, as well as the enterprise level. There are tabs displaying time schedules advanced, and holiday schedules. The time schedules and time schedules advanced menus both show the exact same schedules. The difference is the advanced tab allows for advanced scheduling options like setting up recurrence patterns and adding a stop date. To add a new schedule, click the Add button and provide your schedule with a name. Once the schedule is created, you can click on the name of the schedule and begin configuring the time settings for that schedule. Block off time by clicking and dragging, then use the pop-up menu to customize it further. Holiday schedules are schedules that block off specific dates. These are common with auto attendants for when you want to play a specific holiday menu to callers, letting them know that options have changed from regular business hours because of a holiday. To create a holiday schedule, start by clicking on the Add button. Provide a name for the holiday schedule. Click on the name of the schedule you just created. Then begin adding holidays to the schedule. You can add holidays manually by clicking the Add button and add individual holidays, or you can import holidays by clicking on the Import Holidays button, select the year and the country. Click the Import button, and the system will pre-populate all holidays for that schedule and year. You can remove any holidays from the menu by clicking on the trash can icon. You can also continue to add individual holidays that are not on the list by clicking the Add button and manually adding those holidays. Any schedules can also be edited using the pencil icon. We recommend creating one holiday schedule for your entire calendar year, with each holiday your organization observes listed in the schedule to make it easier to manage. Departments allow you to create another logical layer in your organization. Once you create a department, you can then go to Users Detail page and assign them to a department. This helps admins manage users more effectively. To add a new department, click the Add button, provide a department name, department calling line identification name, and a phone number from the list of the phone numbers in your organization. Click the Create button to create your new department. The Calling Settings menu gives you access to the group level outgoing calling plan, incoming calling plan, feature access codes, and call part configurations. The outgoing calling plan is where admins can view and adjust the type of outgoing calls that users and services in the group can make. Changes to the outgoing calling plan are not recommended as they may affect your organization's ability to place outbound calls. The incoming calling plan allows admins to create call restrictions for the entire group. For example, if you want to block a number from making calls into all of the users in your group, you can create a calling plan to block them from calling in. To do this, click the Add button. Enter a name and a digit string. Then click the Add button. Now, in the incoming calling plan, uncheck the boxes for the group and/or departments that you want to block inbound calls to come from. Click Save to keep your changes. When the switch recognizes a call from that number, it will recognize that it is blocked in the incoming calling plan and prevent the call from reaching any of the users in the group or department you deselected. Feature access codes, also known as star codes, are the codes you can dial from your phone to activate or deactivate features. This menu simply provides a list of all available feature access codes based on the services and features assigned to your group. You can search by specific code and download to CSV. Call Park is a feature that allows users to place calls on hold, but rather than being held on an individual line, they are held at the switch and can be retrieved by any phone in the Call Park group. Here you can manage the Call Park settings for your group. The first section, marked Settings for All Park Calls, allows you to determine how long a call can be parked for before it is recalled, and you can set a ring pattern that allows the recall destination to know that was a parked call that was not retrieved. The Settings for Group Call Park section allows you to determine what a user will see and hear when they park a call. When a user parks a call, it will show on their endpoint display that the call has been parked. The display timer determines how long that message will display before going back to the home screen on their phone. The Enable Parked Destination announcements determine if an audible message will play to your users when they park the call that confirms the call has been parked and what extension it was parked on. At the bottom of the page is where you'll manage the call park groups. Each user must be a member of a call park group to utilize the call park feature. Users can only park calls and retrieve calls from other user extensions in the same group. Users may only be a member of one call park group at a time. To add a new call park group, click the Add button. Provide a name and choose a recall option. Add users to the call park group. Select an available hunt group that may be used as an alternate recall destination. This means if your parked call has not been retrieved, it will go back to you first, and if there is still no answer, it could go to this hunt group. This is based on the recall set to setting on the first page of the setup wizard. Once the call park group is built, you can click on the arrow and edit any of the settings or the user assignments. The Devices menu allows you to see all the devices assigned to your group. You will see the device name, type of device based on the profile assignment, MAC address, and number of available free ports for line registration in the table. Click on the name of the device to access device settings and assigned users. You can add additional assignments to the device, which creates shared call appearances of the selected users or lines onto the device. Shared call appearances allow you to share a single number across multiple devices. Users can then answer calls to that line on each device, and even select the line to make an outbound call and show the specified line's caller ID information in the outbound call details. Add new devices by clicking the Add button. Search for the make and model of the device you are using. Devices with the API in the name are the preferred device types. If you need to add a device with call center functions like agent sign in, sign out, and unavailable, use the profile with a CS in the name. Provide a name for the device and the MAC address for the device. MAC addresses must be in the format that includes colons between every 2 characters. Click Submit to keep that device. The Media menu is where you will find all of the group level audio files. These audio files are separated into announcements and music on hold. The announcements are typically used for things like auto attendance, call centers, and pre-alerting announcements. From this page, you can play messages to hear exactly what they would play to your callers. You can also download, rename, or delete the messages. To add new messages, click the blue Add button. Choose to upload an audio file you already have on your computer or record a new message. If you want to upload an audio file, note that it must be a .wav, .mp3, or .wma file. If you want to record a new message, you must be on a compatible web browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. If this is your first time using the record feature, you may need to grant access to your computer's microphone to record. Click on the microphone to begin recording. Speak clearly into the microphone and only say what you want your callers to hear in the message. Press the stop button to end recording. Review the message by playing it back. If you want to keep the message, provide a name and then click Save. Once the message is recorded or uploaded, you can then navigate to the feature you plan to use it on and apply the setting. Note that while an audio file is actively applied to a service or feature, it cannot be deleted from the system. The admin menu is where you can go to manage other group or site level administrators. Click on the 3 vertical dots for an admin to edit their profile or name changes, email address updates, or password resets. You can also delete an admin if someone has changed job roles or is no longer with the organization. Add new admins by clicking on the blue Add button and fill out the required fields. Enterprise admins will not display at the group admin site because they are managed at the enterprise or tenant level, but they do have full access to all group level settings. The Details menu allows you to apply group level contact information. This information is not replicated to the Telesystem billing system. Any information provided here is only to the benefit of other group and enterprise admins within your organization. You can also modify the group calling line identity. This is the default number for outbound caller ID for all users in your group, unless they are configured to send their own individual phone number for caller ID. You can change this by clicking on the pencil icon and choosing a different phone number from the list of numbers in your group. The Extension Format Settings tab allows you to adjust the number of required digits for extension dialing within your group. By default, extensions are set to 4 digits, but you may adjust them to as few as 2 or 3. Here, you can also apply a site prefix. The site prefix option is helpful when you are doing extension to extension dialing between groups, but you have an overlap in extensions being used. For example, if you have 2 groups and each group has a user with extension 4000 assigned, you can add a prefix for each group, where group 1 is 1 and group 2 is 2. So if you are in group 1 and need to reach extension 4000 in group 2, you would dial 24000. The prefix of 2 would tell the system it is going to group 2, and the extension you are trying to reach is 4000. Call Recording Platform menu allows you to select the recording platform. The only option here is Call Cabinet, who is the vendor partner Telesystem uses for call recording. In order to add call recording to your accounts, you must speak with the Telesystem account manager to add it to your account on a per-user basis. Additional configuration is required by Telesystem engineers. The Inventory Report allows you to generate a report that shows the available criteria: users, services, phone numbers, devices, and department assignments. The report is mailed to your address you designated in the text field when you click the Generate button. For more information about our products and services, please visit our website at trusttelesystem.com/resources.